Hi. In the Christian calendar, there's a day called Holy Saturday. It's the day between Good Friday, the day that Jesus died on the cross, and Easter Sunday, the day of Jesus' resurrection. It's the day when the world held its breath, when Jesus' family and followers sat around in despair and disbelief at what had just happened. They watched Jesus die. The one they had put so much hope into was gone, and they put his body in the tomb. They mourned and they wept that first Holy Saturday, unaware of the joy that was to come the following day, because how were they to know that they were waiting for a resurrection? Now, this last year has felt like a bit of a Holy Saturday experience to me. All of us in suspended animation, holding our breaths, our world stopped in its tracks by this virus that has so far killed 3 million people worldwide and 150,000 people in this country. We've sat around in despair and disbelief. Our normal lives, in which we had put so much hope, gone. We've mourned and we've wept. Each one of us hoping that each lockdown will be the last and that life will be restored to us. Each of us praying for new life, for freedom from this virus, for hope, for joy. Yet we still hold our breath. Great things are happening now. The resurrection of normal is in sight as vaccines are being rolled out. Yet until the whole world is vaccinated, this pandemic is not over. Coronavirus continues to take the lives of people in the UK and all around the world, and we continue to hold our breath. Yet despite the silence that first Holy Saturday, God was not resting. It was almost as if God too was holding his breath and saying, "Trust me, just wait and watch and see what I do next." During this last year, the silence of life has made many of us struggle. We've struggled with our mental and physical health, with missing family and friends, with grieving loss of loved ones, and struggling with despair as we've lost jobs or businesses. Many of us have learnt a lot about ourselves. We've learnt that we're resilient. We've learnt that we can homeschool. We've learnt that it's okay not to be okay. And we've learnt that exercising with Joe Wicks isn't that bad after all, and that we can bake a loaf of bread and grow some veggies. However, many of us are just darn right exhausted, physically and mentally. Holding your breath for such a long time takes its toll. Yet during this time, we have seen such remarkable things happen. We've seen 100-year-olds raising inordinate amounts of money for the NHS. We've seen neighbour supporting neighbour, people giving sacrificially of their time to love others, medical teams across the country and the world excelling in what they do, scientists creating vaccines. I want to quote from a poem that I found. It's called Breath of Life, written by Jean Farman. And the last few stanzas go, "The world held its breath, but the unbreakable human spirit rose from the ashes of fear. Generosity and creativity began to ignite. Angels and heroes appeared where least expected. When the restrictions are lifted, people will emerge from safe cocoon, flutter their crumpled wings, then bravely take flight back into the real world again. The world will stop holding its breath. We can all stop holding our breath. When the corona nightmare ends, the world will breathe deeply again. Life will go on. Hard lessons learned." Holy Saturday is no one's favourite day in the Christian calendar. It's a day of deafening silence. It's a day when Christians still sit and wait and wonder. But it's where we are, all of us. It's the season that we're in. a whole year of deafening silence, of waiting, of hoping and of dreaming. Yet, all through this Holy Saturday year, God has not been resting. He's been saying to us, trust me. Wait, just wait and see what I'm going to do next. Just watch. In the book of Jeremiah, God tells us, I know what I'm doing. I've got it all planned out, and it's plans to take care of you, not abandon you, plans to give you the future that you hope for. And in the Gospel of John, Jesus says, I've told you all these things so that in trusting me, you will be unshakable and assured and deeply at peace. In this world, you will continue to experience difficulties, but take heart, I've conquered the world. Easter Sunday is on its way, folks. There is light at the end of this coronavirus tunnel. God has a plan, and in the silence, he has not abandoned us. When the restrictions are lifted, we will emerge, flutter our wings, and bravely take flight back into the real world again. One day, we will be able to stop holding our breath. One day, the world will breathe deeply again, and life will go on, and many lessons will be learned. In the meantime, in the silence, we continue to trust and to pray. Amen.